right, welcome back. A 10-year drought is over. STETHS captured the Issa Water DaCosta Cup on Saturday, defeating Glenmuir 8-7 in a dramatic penalty shootout. But this sixth title is more than just a trophy. To tell us more, we're joined via Zoom by Principal of the institution, Keith Wellington, and Coach Omar Wedderburn. Morning to you both, gentlemen.
We'll start with Maz Omar.
Good morning, good morning.
Start with Maz Omar. Rambo, go on. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like he's hearing me. Sir Keith, can you hear me? All right, so we're having some issues.
We're having some issues there.
10 years. Oh. Can you hear me, Sir Keith?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, Bertis.
All right. Morning, Mr. Principal, Mr. President, and congratulations,
Morning.
I'm
sir.
hearing you. I'm not sure if you are hearing me.
I'm hearing you loud and clear, sir.
Okay, good.
All right, so you were unbeaten for the season, weren't you?
Well, we are still unbeaten.
Right.
The season is not yet finished. We are unbeaten so far.
Yeah. How did you feel, double-barrel question, how did you feel at the start of the competition? And when I said how did you feel about your chances of winning the DaCosta Cup? And then how did you feel after the hurricane? Talk to me about that.
Well, to be honest, we have been planning for a while that this team would be the one that brings us back success. Or we operate at STETHS that we like to plan. We don't believe in chances. We believe in planning and taking opportunities. So if I'm going to be totally honest with you, we felt that this year we had a really good chance of winning. And as a matter of fact, we felt that we would be playing Glenmuir in the finals. And the Glenmuir people will tell you that all year we have been bantering each other, that we will be playing them in the finals and that we would be winning. Melissa obviously changed a lot, and it changed our thinking, our emotions, and so on. And so when Melissa came and disrupted the season for us, we were a little bit disappointed, scared, but then we started the recovery process and went back on track. So at the very end, we were really, really elated, and especially with the manner of the victory, that we were able to achieve our goals.
So Wellington, I mean, following Melissa, there was a lot of disaster, not only to the institution, I'm sure, but, to the livelihood, really, for the players. How did you guys manage to just maintain that team spirit as you headed into this one?
Well, the first thing I think that really helped us was that with the plan, the coming of the hurricane, we played a game the Wednesday, the last day that the ministry advised that schools should be held. So we actually had a game on that last day, which was almost a week before the hurricane. So we kept watching what was going to happen, but decided amongst ourselves, the staff and the players and the parents, decided that the players would stay at school. So approximately 6 days before the hurricane, we were all together, no football, anything like that, and then we rode out the storm together as a team. I think that really helped us in terms of bonding. And when the hurricane came and all the devastation was obvious, we allowed the students to go home. Many of them went home. Well, some of them went home and came right back. Some had damages to their family homes and so on, but they went home, helped where they could, and came back. Others where they had so significant a damage that they were much better off at home. And so we were able for maybe 3 weeks to be in a situation where we were basically living as a family. Not really football per se, because we could even train, because the field, there was zinc sheets and nails and so on the field. But we were living together as a family, and I think that helped quite a lot with the bonding.
Yep. Just before Rambo, I'll stay with you, Mr. Principal. You are the president of Intersecondary School Sports Association, and that run by principals of high schools. Was there any thought that you just go and finish the season, done the argument, hurricane come, fix people's house, and forget football? Was there any thought that the season would have stopped then?
I wouldn't say that there was that thought, but I know that we were concerned as to where we were in terms of the damages to our schools and the effect it had on our school and our student population, especially, I would say, during the first week after the storm. But when we saw the extent of the damage, and we had our conversations and started to think about how do we recover from this, it became very important that our students' engagement would be extremely important, very, very important. And so we thought of how it is that we're going to ensure that we don't lose our students. And as principals, when we, before we got to the consultation stage, but, while we were having our informal discussions and so on, the idea was that it would be extremely important that schools play a significant role in engaging our students and making sure that they weren't lost in the communities and had nothing to do. And so we felt that our responsibility at ISA was through sports, and therefore we would not give up that responsibility and allow the students not to have some meaningful engagement in our activities.
All right. Coach Amar Rambo, congrats, sir. How do you feel?
Thanks, Uncle. Feel good, Really, really feel good, This victory, as Bossy does a list out here, the amount of things really go through to really pull this one off. This one more touchy than any other thing I ever win in my life.
Yep. Let me take you straight to the final. You lost a player with about 40 minutes leaving at the game or more. You didn't supposed to drop down on the sideline. You must say, how did you feel then? And it went to penalties. A lot of people, as we look at them now, a lot of people say that penalties are lottery, anybody can win. But how did you feel after you lost that player?
Honestly, Uncle, after we lost the player, we call him in, we have two coaches how we work. I think that moment was for Coach Harrison. So Coach Harrison smoothed down the mind and things like that. And after they go on the field, it's the time for the roughness. So we decided there and then, say, well, we are done one man short, so we're gonna take them to Texas, because that's how we call penalty kick out, Texas, because we're all shooters. So we just stuck it into our mind, said this game is gonna win by penalty. And they really hold it out for the penalty.
Coach, we saw that you were very, overwhelmed with joy after you saw that you won, and the team players as well. But I have to ask you about the strategies that you used, right, to kind of, break the 10-year streak.
Well, one of the main thing for us this year is the motivation from the fans and the people in Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, St. Elizabeth. We say we're going to do it for the western part of the island. And that is something that we really talk about every day, every second. We make sure we ring it amongst each other. And I think Dr. Rose come in and do a good job too. The power of we have some clips and some slides that we really look on and live on. And I tell you, some simple thing work for this team, because as I say, I don't know if this time bring us closer than any other time. And I tell you, I'm not sure right now if I'm gonna live to coach back a team this close again. You understand? Because tell you, this time they were a lot for me too, emotionally make me see one different side. Some did have the local south side there over one part put on, and then players list more since the start. They listen more since this time, and really we gotta do it for the parish and really pay off. So I feel good because when I turn around and see all the people that leave come to the game, and I know that 3/4 of them don't have any current going back home too. It's a different feeling,
Yeah.
I feel like Santa Claus.
Yeah. Mr. Principal, double-barrel question to you, because I think this is a set of youngsters who would have won under 14, one under 16, and now they've gone to win under 19. Does that mean you're going to have them for a couple more years? And maybe I should have asked the second part of my question up top. How are you and the school doing right now?
In terms of the school, I think that the performance of the team is a reflection of how we have been functioning since the storm in terms of our resilience and our determination to get things done. And I'm really, really pleased with the support that we have gotten from the public generally, the ministry and NET, that's National Education Trust, has come on board to support us as well. We have a lot of support from the general public, from people who we don't know. I've gotten support from England, US, Canada. Persons have just reached out to us to help us, and not just in terms of the physical plan, because that's important, but all the things that we need to do to help our students, our parents, our community. we have been getting support, and we have tried our very best to extend whatever resources we have to help the community to build back and help our families and our students, individual members of the community. And I'm really, really pleased with what has happened over these last 2 months or so, because I think that for us, it gives us as a school a sense of pride. We are a school that was founded by the community. We're not a church school. We're not a government school. It was the community of Santa Cruz who decided that they wanted to have a high school in St. Elizabeth, because there was only Monroe and Hampton before 1961 in St. Elizabeth. And the community went to Alpart, to Kaiser, and decided that they wanted lands to build a school, the Citizens Association. So we believe that we owe it to the community to make sure that we remain an integral part of this community. And so I think that we are proud with the response we have gotten from them in terms of rebuilding back. Back to your earlier question, by the way, I don't want time to run out before you give me 30 seconds for myself. So for the in terms of the team, we have when we last got to the semifinals in 2017, we decided that we would rebuild. And by the way, Bertis, 2017 semifinals, we lost it. We lost that semifinals on the day our head of department, referee Dwight Royal, was involved in an accident and was disabled.
Yep.
And that was motivation for us as well, because once we got back to the semifinals, we also said that we want to do this for Mr. Royal. So there were so many things on our minds that we wanted to do. There was so much motivation. Our team, we have been building since 2017. We have won quite a few under 14s and under 16 titles since then. We look back, yesterday coach and I were looking back at the 8 competitions since we last won. And almost every single one of them, we were within the goal difference of moving on to the next stage. So we have done reasonably well, but the expectations on STETHS is so high that people feel disappointed when we don't win or we don't get to the finals.
Yeah.
And so that pressure, we really have to be proud of how the boys manage that pressure this year.
All right, take your 30 seconds now.
Yes.
No, you said you wanted 30 seconds, or have you done that 30 seconds?
Yeah, so my 30 seconds is for you, Bertis. First of all, the first time we won the DaCosta Cup when I became principal, Georges won the Manning Cup. We wanted the opportunity to revenge that Georges lost, and you ran away. But I understand. I understand. And, I want to commend you for your contribution to Jamaica's football, but most importantly to youth football and youth development. I think that our youngsters, all these youngsters that you have been involved in, has benefited so much from your involvement, not just in terms of your coaching and your technical ability, but your personality and what you have, the young men that you have contributed to them being. I really, really want to say thank you on behalf of STETHS, on behalf of Jamaica, on behalf of ISA. And, I am hoping, I know you are not a spring chicken, but I'm hoping that your involvement will continue forever and that you will do what you can to continue to support our young people, because what you have contributed and what you are capable of contributing cannot be done by anybody else. So thank you very much, and sorry you didn't stick around for our revenge.
Thank you, sir. And I am a spring chicken, by the way. Yeah? Very spring.
Very well said, sir.
Principal, President, congratulations. You deserve it, sir. You deserve it. You have done brilliantly at that school. Rambo, you deserve it. You're an outstanding coach. And the entire St. Elizabeth, wow, what you have done for them because of Melissa, it's just amazing. God bless you. Have a great holiday season. And we will talk, President. I really appreciate what you just said. Thanks for the kind words.
So kind.
Thanks much, boss.
I was going to say I'm coming to STETHS, but Rambo win, so you can't fire him again. Blessings and love. Take
Congratulations.
Care. Principal of STETHS, President of Intersecondary School Sports Association, Mr. Keith Wellington, and Coach Mr. Omar Wedderburn.
All right, guys, up next, Understanding Bird Flu. We'll tell you more about it after the break. Stay with us.